Hi everyone, hope you are doing fine. This is Professor OJ, a health consultant from Greenworld International. In case it's your first time visiting this channel, kindly don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification, and don't forget also to drop a comment down there at the end of this video. So welcome to today's health talk or health hour, and I'm privileged to share with you about Greenworld Health and Products. So let's get on board. So today we are going to talk about the Greenworld Health Products. So we are going to talk about health. We are going to share more about how we can help our body in different ways with our company and see on how things can work on better. So welcome on board Greenworld Health and Products. So stay tuned. Now, before I proceed, as you all know that whenever I'm teaching, I always have to start these ones as my opening remarks. And these opening remarks is just a reminder of the 6 crucial human organs. And the first important organ that a human being has is the heart. The second important body organ is the brain. The third important and the largest human organ is the liver. Then we have the fourth important organ as the kidney. We have the fifth important or vital body organ as the lungs. And also the last and the least important body organ is the body's pancreas. So today we are going to share so much about the health factor, things that causes health and etc. And also we're going to also see the recommendation products from our institution or from our profession that help in rectifying different health challenges in our body. So the first thing I want us to start with is the definition of health. So when I go to different or so many talks, I do ask people, what do you understand by the word health? And so many people always tell me that health is absence of a disease or maybe just looking healthy. Okay, but this is now the real definition of health. So health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of diseases or infirmity. Or in simple English, you can say health is a state of being functional physically, mentally, socially, and also spiritually. Is a state of being functional physically, mentally, socially, and spiritually, and not actually the absence of a disease. Now, according to WHO, as you can see in that program, we have the red color, that is 15%. So 15%, these are people who are seriously sick. Actually, they have vacated their houses and they stay in the hospitals. They're admitted and we're having some treatments. Then we have the green color that stands for 5%. So 5% of people in the world are healthy. Okay, 5% of people in the world are healthy. And this one is just children below 5 years. And I'm sure you are listening to this video, you are above 5 years, so you cannot be among the 5%. Then the remaining 80% are the things we call sub-health. Okay, so sub-health simply means you are not sure whether you are sick, okay, or you're okay, or maybe you have some slight headaches and then you just get better. So before I go to the next slide, I also want to remind you that there are 3 causes of diseases. So this training or this health program today is going to base on the 3 causes of diseases, and the first cause is actually excess. So whenever there is something in excess within the body, then the body will always react. When you talk of excess, examples, we are talking of excess cholesterol, excess blood fat, excess triglyceride will affect the heart, excess uric acid will always affect the kidney, excess blood sugar will affect the pancreas and will be diabetic, excess old stool, we call talk of heavy metals and etc. Then number 2 is deficiency. Whenever there is a deficit of something like trace elements. When you talk about trace elements, you are talking of calcium, zinc, manganese, boron, selenium, potassium, and etc. We can also talk about vitamins. So sometimes deficiency of vitamins can always cause some problem in our system. Okay, so 4 things for us to maintain good health. If you want to have an optimum health, kutaka kuwa na afya mzuri, ile tunaita afya bora, okay, then you need to do 4 things. Number 1 is balanced diet, okay? So what is balanced diet? Balanced diet is a diet that has all the nutrients that your body needs to be healthy, okay? And I always tell people in a certain statement that balanced diet is what you eat, but remember, nutrients is what your body requires. So you might be eating a balanced diet that has no nutrients. So you are just, those are the things we call junk foods, okay? So it might be fruits or vegetables, but maybe when we were talking about the toxin, just go back and watch a video about how toxin affect our body. You find that most of the foods and fruits and vegetables that we eat have been sprayed by pesticides and chemicals, fertilizers. So all these fertilizers derives nutrients from the food that we get. So you find that you eat that food, or the doctor recommends that you eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, but you just get nothing. So remember, balanced diet is what you eat, nutrients is what your body requires to keep healthy. The second thing you need to do for you to have a good health is to make sure that you have a quality rest. Make sure that have adequate sleep. We call it adequate sleep. At least 6 to 8 hours per day is good for your mental stability. This one will help your mind to be refreshed so that everything becomes okay. Then the third one is about regular exercise. So having regular exercise is good for your physical activity or physical being, okay? Now, having regular exercise, there are so many ways of doing exercises. You can be having morning runs or evening runs. You can be having going to the gym, have aerobics. We just have what to call yoga in the houses. Okay, there are so many things that you can always be doing. So it does not necessarily mean that you have to do vigorous exercise. Even walking for at least 1 kilometer or 30 minutes every day is good for your physical being. So that one is good for regular exercise. That's why you find that in your local area, if there is an old person, especially women, who is in that area, find that during evening hours, this woman will always take his third leg and then walk around the village, okay? So that one is good for her physical health. And the fourth thing you need to do is to make sure that you have low stress, okay? We call it mental stability, okay? Or we call it positive thinking. So why this one? Because you find that nowadays so many things are happening that we watch and we listen through news that so and so has done ABCD to his child, to his wife, to his parents, to his colleague, and etc. And this person is not even a mad person, he's just a normal person. But because this person could not control himself or herself, he or she finds himself or herself doing things that maybe people could not have thought that he or she can do, okay? So having mental stability is very important. You can be sitting in a room with a fan maybe rotating, and then you start imagining what will happen if just in case this fan ikatike tu na ianguke, ni vichwa za watu wangapi zitakatika. You see, people are always thinking on the negative side of life. So these are the 4 things that you need to have or to need to do on a daily basis to make sure that you get well. Now, the third cause of diseases, remember I'm talking about excess, I'm talking about deficiency, and the third cause of diseases is lack of knowledge. And the reason why I organized such kind of talks is to make sure that you get you get to know the third cause of disease, that is having the knowledge. So the health sickness spectrum is here. At the neutral point, there is no discernible illness or wellness, you're okay. Then on your left, you see there is illness, that is premature death. We have disabilities, we have symptoms, and we have signs, okay? And one thing that people do is they don't know the difference between a disease and a symptom of a disease. A disease will always attack a body system, that is body organ. When the body organ is attacked, it will emit some signals. So these signals are the things we call the signs and symptoms. But due to lack of knowledge, you always find yourself going to buy some painkillers just to eliminate the signs or symptoms, okay, or to relieve the signs, but the problem is still there. For example, when somebody has a migraine, okay, you find that maybe the problem might be within the brain, but due to lack of knowledge, you always go take a painkiller just to reduce the migraine, but the problem is still there. That means nguvu ya dawa ikiisha, then the problem will still reoccur. So on our side, we make sure that on the high level, so that can be on the high level of wellness, we make sure that we create that health awareness. We educate you so that you can grow health-wise, so that you can also have to know your self-actualization, and by doing so you will be on the high level of wealth, okay? Now, what is today's health reality? Today's health reality, according to WHO, means that the world's leading causes of premature deaths are what we call degenerative diseases. Now, what are degenerative diseases? Degenerative diseases are diseases that just arise due to lifestyle, due to our normal living, especially right now that we are in the 20th, 21st century. So the number one killer disease is cardiovascular diseases. And that's why when I started this talk, I talked about the 6 crucial human organs. And I talked the first one as the heart. Your heart is the most important organ, working with the blood and the blood vessels, okay? So cardiovascular disease, just imagine, kills 17 million people annually. Then followed by cancer, okay? Prostate cancer. But all these, don't worry, I'm going to organize all trainings about all these diseases and how we can rectify them in our profession, okay? So cancer kills around 8.6 million people annually every year. Then we also have stroke. Cancer affects even organs: liver cancer, prostate cancer, brain cancer, cervical cancer, and etc. Stroke mostly is associated with the brain, that kills 5.5 million every year. Then we have respiratory diseases that kills 3.7 million people every year. And we also have diabetes that I have already made a video about it, okay? So make sure that you scroll through, you'll find a video about diabetes and how it can be curable in our profession. So diabetes kills around 990 people. So you see, so the reason why I'm organizing these trainings for you is to make sure that I create the wellness, okay, self-actualization, so that we see on how we can prevent and treat these degenerative diseases, okay? Now, health awareness. Health awareness about the things that causes diseases, or maybe things that pollute our health, okay? And we also have air pollution, we have things like water pollution, we have toxic pollution, we have unbalanced diet, we have unhealthy lifestyle, and we also have electromagnetic pollution, okay? Now, when these things are emitted into our environment, they become toxin. I say toxin is any chemical or any substance that is harmful to health and also to the environment, also to health, to human beings, okay? Now, once those things affect the environment, then what happens? They will lead to what is called the modern lifestyle pollution properties that may lead to the following. Number one, it will lead to excess blood sugar level. We are getting to the causes of diseases. So we are now in the excess blood sugar level that will increase the risk of people getting diabetes. Number two, it will lead to excess blood lipid, what we call LDL, or low density lipoprotein and triglycerides. So find people having cardiovascular issues. Number three, excess stored heavy metals and toxins, okay? So you find that your system will always be having a lot of toxins and a lot of heavy metals. Now, when we talk about heavy metals, just to give a good example, especially shooting this video from Kenya, there is a time we had that sugar has mercury and flour has aflatoxin, okay? So those are examples of some of the heavy metals that people don't know, okay? And also heavy metals can always come from smoke that come from factories or vehicles. Those are heavy metals, and also toxins. Number four, modern lifestyle and pollution properties may lead to acidity state of body system. So in your pH system of the body is interfered with, then that means you are prone to diseases. It affects your immune system. Number five, it will speed up osteoporosis, or your bones will be porous. Your bones will be weak, so you'll be unable to operate, because remember, your bones is your body's support system, okay? Then number six, they can also lead to free radicals that lead to chronic fatigue. You find that nowadays people get tired easily. You sleep at night just to relax your body, but you wake up in the morning and you are very tired. And it can also lead to low immunity. Number seven, it accelerates the symptoms of degenerative diseases such as cardiovascular diseases. It will also stroke attack, diabetes, chronic liver disease, renal failure, respiratory disease, tumor, and cancer. So this modern lifestyle, these are things we cannot avoid, because it is the modern, the world is acclimatizing, the world is getting used to, and people are getting used to this modern. We cannot change. You cannot go back to the olden days. So all these things will always lead you to a certain room that nobody wants to be there. This room, okay, or this room, that room, okay? Now, I want us to start getting into detail about the internal body organs and the product. Remember, the topic was about green world health, and also the products, okay? Now let's start with the intestine cleansing. Okay, so intestine, people nowadays, so many people are having stomach complications, and I want to clarify something here. Okay, the reason why so many people are having stomach complications is because number one is people who have heavy meal, call it heavy supper, and then you go to bed directly. Okay, so having a heavy supper and then you go to bed directly immediately is very dangerous for your health. Why? Because digestion does not take place at night, and food does not stay for hours in your stomach. So when you eat at night and then you go to bed, then the food will stay in your stomach until morning, because digestion is not going to take place because you are asleep. All your organs may shut off. Okay, so what will happen to that food? That food will putrefy. It will putrefy. Then once it putrefies, then it will mix up with the enzymes and the hydrochloric acid within your stomach, and that one will cause some acidity. Okay, and that's why you find that nowadays people are having too much acidity in the stomach with effects of acidity. I will organize a training about the digestive care system, and I will explain this one. So the length of our intestine is up to 7 meters long, and we have large and small intestine. So the function of the small intestine is absorption of food, and the function of the large intestine is absorption of water. Okay, or also waste substance, that is. Okay, now in our company we have products, and one thing I like about the Greenwell profession is the naming technique of the products. So good product that can help your intestine, the first product is called intestine cleansing tea. So this one is a tea that is taken away on an empty stomach so that it can cleanse your stomach. And when I was talking about the how toxin affects our body, I said it is good if it is combined by another one called clear. Okay, because intestine cleansing tea is like when I said when you have cooked your ugali, there is that substance that sticks to the walls of the sufuria. Okay, so for you to remove that substance, you have to soak it. You have to pour water in that sufuria so that it can be soaked, so it will be easy to remove that. So the same thing happens. So these people are having stomach complication, especially constipation, then intestine cleansing tea is very good for you. Now when there is a lot of dirt within the intestines, it can also be absorbed by the small intestine, then it will try to be emitted through the skin. So we also have some people having skin issues, especially in the face, or dark spots, just because of too much toxins within the stomach. Okay, so intestine cleansing tea is also another product which is very good for removing black or dark spots. Okay, it will be added by meal cellulose for people having constipation, ulcers, diarrhea. Then meal cellulose is one of the best products. We also give it to people who are slimming, because when you give the slimming care package, when it burns, it cuts off the fat or burns off the excess fat, you get too much angry and you might overeat. So we always give meal cellulose so that it can suppress the intestines, so it will not give you much appetite. Then we also have a product called zinc. Another organ we want to check is about the circulatory system, the most important system. I'm sure everybody who went to high school, you might come across such kind of a diagram. Okay, this diagram here, diagram of the systematic circulation or the circulatory system. Okay, so the most important thing that affects the circulatory system is excess cholesterol, excess blood fat, and this one will always bring some problem. As you can see, this is a healthy artery. It is very clean, the blood passing through normally. Then due to lifestyle and eating too much foods of high cholesterol and high blood fat, then the fat will start building up within the walls of the artery, as you can see from here. Then at the end of the day, it might block, so it will prevent the adequate flow or adequate circulation of blood within the system. Okay, and that one will bring the first disease called arteriosclerosis, or hardening of the artery. It can also bring myocardial infarction, or call it heart attack, or pelvic, or call it angina, that is pain within the chest. Okay, so there is a solution to this in our profession. So in our profession, we have products which are good for cardiovascular diseases. So first of all, we start with the cleansing ones. And when I was talking about the toxin, I talked about this product. So we have chitosan as the strongest detoxifier, which is a fat magnet it traps and tracks magnets and removes them as a fecal matter. Then we also have lecithin that I told you when you use lecithin, so for someone who's having cardiovascular diseases, after the fat has been eliminated from your system and you use lecithin, then lecithin will prevent further fat from being attached, from attaching itself to the walls of the artery. So we also have deep sea fish oil or omega-3. Then you also have lipid care tea, one of the best products that is good for removing excess blood fat or excess cholesterol. Okay, so these ones are called cleansing. Then we have functional. For cardiovascular functional, we have cardio power. We have ginkgo biloba, product called ginkgo biloba. Then we also have super q10. Super q10 is a good product that you can give people who are told that wako na shimo kwa moyo, people who have a hole in their heart. That is a layman's English. A hole in their heart, wako na shimo kwa moyo. So super q10 is one of the best products. Then we also have a product called compound marrow, and also calcium. Okay, so calcium, we know it's good for heart maintenance and also for the normal function of the heart. We also have another disease here which is very common called stroke, and stroke affects one side of the body. And remember, our body is connected to the brain with the nervous system, the neurons. And when someone is paralyzed on the left, it means the part affected is always on the right. And when someone has paralyzed on the right, it means the nerve which is affected is on the left side of the body. So this one can affect your face, that has the face fallen on one side, so they cannot smile properly. Then they can raise both arms and keep them there, and they can also affect the speech. Okay, so there are so many types of stroke. We have ischemic stroke, hemorrhagic stroke, and in our institution, in our profession, we have products which are good for this. So the products are available all over Africa and Kenya, and well received also in America and European Union, and many in Southeast Asia countries. So that means our institution makes sure that these products are available all over the world so that people can use them. So you don't just get them in Kenya. And in Kenya, if you're listening this one of Kenya, we have this. We have our branches like almost all over. Just near your place, you might find a branch, so you might get this package and help yourself. So we also have other products that can help in that. Then we also have another second killer disease here called cancer, and also the tumor. Okay, so be it cancer of any part of the body, then in our profession we have products that can help in regulating, preventing, and also treatment of cancer, be it liver cancer, colon cancer, breast cancer, or any other cancer. Okay, because people don't believe whether cancer is treatable or manageable. Okay, lack of knowledge. So for someone who is always having cancer, you might either get a chemotherapy or a radiotherapy, or the therapies as known. Okay, but in our profession, we have products that can help in such kind of problems. You have a product here called Ganoderma. So we have Ganoderma here. We have A-Power, which is also good for people who are having AIDS. I will talk about it one day. Then we also have ginseng. We have Kichitosan again, and we also have spirulina. Remember, we talked about spirulina in our previous video about toxins. A product that contains all the nutrients that your body needs to keep healthy. So these are the products that we give for any cancer treatment, and then we will add others depending on what type of cancer you have. For example, for someone having breast cancer, we can add their breast care tea for breast cancer. For people having prostate cancer, we have a product called ProstaCare or ProstaSure for prostate cancers. For people having liver cancer, we have a product called LiverGen. So we also add other products depending on what type of cancer you have, but these ones are products that can be used for any common cancer that someone has. Okay, so in conjunction with this product, I know maybe people are from our profession, people from Greenworld, you might come across this bottle here. Okay, and this bottle is one of the best bottles that is good. Is a tourmaline flask. It is a human acid alkaline kind of a flask that you put water and then it will neutralize the water, and it can help in all these things you can see here. So last it in the morning, insomnia, people feel tired, you need strength during work, emotional instability, insect bite, skin diseases, and etc and etc. So all this you can see here are manageable by the tourmaline flask. Tourmaline flask is one of the best products that we have. So people are working in an office, or anybody listening to this video, you need to have a piece of the tourmaline flask from our company. Okay, I won't talk much about this because I have actually organized a video about diabetes, and I've explained it in detail. Okay, so about the diabetes. So we also have a remedy for diabetes. So people are having eye complications or eye issues, we also have product that can help in this area, and some of them are kidney tonifying for men or for women. Then we also have blueberry eye care. This product is called eye care, also called eye power. Then we also have blueberry juice. So these ones are people are having eye problems due to complications from diabetes. Okay, digestive care system. So this is just brushing because all these packages are there. I'll be discussing one after the other in details. So digestive, people having digestive issues, I've talked about it. So this is the digestive system. We have the liver, stomach, pancreas, large intestine, small intestine, rectum, appendix, and etc. Okay, so for people having those complications, we also have products that can help in that. I will organize a video about this. So one of them is spirulina, A-power, zinc, chitosan. You see, chitosan is like it's all over. That's always the strongest detoxifiers that we have in our company. Okay. So for liver issues, you have Livergen, one of the best products that can take care of your liver. The third and the largest human organ. So the first product that should come in your mind is called the Livergen. Then we have cordyceps, which is made from mushroom. We have lecithin again there. We also have a chitosan again. Then we have zinc. We have blueberry juice and also pine pollen tea. So these are products which are good to take care of your liver. Then we have diarrhea or people having constipation issues. We have zinc, we have aloe vera plus capsule, we have propolis, which is good for infection, including H. pylori propolis. We have parashil for people having the worms. Okay, I'll also organize a video about the parasite. It's called parasite package. Then you also have micellar. Also we have intestine cleansing tea. So these ones are good for people having stomach complication, be it GERD, that is gastroesophageal reflux disease, be it ulcers, zinc, peptic ulcers, that is, or any stomach complications. Okay, for people having arthritis, be it osteoarthritis or rheumatoid arthritis, just brushing, but a full video or a full information will come about these diseases. Okay, so we also treat or have medication that can help in treatment and prevention of bone related issues. Okay, so I will organize about the bone care package so that you can get to learn more about this. Okay, but just to let you know, we have products that can help in that, like multivitamin. We know calcium is good for bones. We also have another product called compound marrow that has calcium, manganese, zinc, and all trace elements that your bones needs to keep healthy. Okay, people are having respiratory problems. Lungs is the fifth largest and important body organ. Okay, so for lungs we have aloe vera, cordyceps, propolis, clear lung tea, and also a product called Pudding Plus tea. So this is a package which is good for people having respiratory problems or people affected by lungs. For ladies who want to beautify their system and beautify their bodies, you need to enhance your body and also anti-aging. We have good products which are good for balancing hormones and also balancing your youthful stage, and some of them is like the breast care tea. This one is called breast care tea, which is good for breast issues. We also have soy power and real jelly, which are good for hormonal issues. We also have pine pollen, which is also good for hormonal issues. We have slimming capsule and also slimming tea and also anti-aging products. So these ones are good products that help in making sure that they enhance your beauty and prevent anti-aging. Okay, slimming care package is right here. If you want to standardize your weight, your BMI, then we also have a package called Slim and Trim. So slimming capsule is there, slimming tea is there, chitosan is there, calcium and other products are there to make sure that everything runs on smoothly. Then health for prostate issues. For prostate, remember, don't forget the naming techniques of Greenwald. Prostate care is the first product we always give for somebody who is having prostate issues, be it prostate cancer or prostate enlargement. Okay, prostate enlargement. Okay, yeah, so these are the product. We have prostate sure or prostate care. We also have another one called B carotene, good for prostate. Pine pollen tea is also good because of the balancing this testosterone hormone within around the test. Then the kidney tonifying for men is also another good product to take care of the prostate. Okay, issues concerning bed matters. We don't have to sleep like this. And this is a common problem. I'll actually organize a training about the male sexual function or male sexual package. So for male sexual potency, we also have a solution for that. So that means in our profession, it's like we treat all kinds of diseases, So these are the products that you can use to make sure that everything is okay. And one of the most powerful one is called this one, Vigor Capsule. Vigor Capsule, or also Vig Power, is not a Viagra, okay? So these are products that men should use so that they can be they can be good in bed, especially those who are having effects from who are suffering from the effects of masturbation that they did in their previous year, or maybe they are doing. So these ones are some of the best products that can help in making sure that your sexual potency is very much okay, be it erectile dysfunction, be it premature ejaculation, or be it the sperm issues. So this one is one of the best products that can help to make sure that everything runs on smoothly. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get this service, then what you need to do is to make sure that you visit us for a computerized full body diagnosis, and you will get help from any of our branches anyway, because in Greenwald we say we care, we share. If you are interested in any of our services, listening this video from any part of the country, any part of the continent, or even outside Africa, then you can get in touch with us. I'll be giving out my number. So in Greenwald we say we care, we share. Thank you, and see you in my next video.